All Elite Wrestling AEW Collision coming to Milwaukee, coming up this Saturday at Panther Arena. So glad to have the CEO of AEW here with us on CBS 58, Tony Khan. Tony, good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, so happy to have you here. Now, I should start by thanking you because I don't know if you know this, but in my first professional match, I had the Gun Club, Austin and Colton on my side. We won. And then a year later, Billy Gunn came out and saved me when I was in a little trouble at Blizzard Brawl in Waukesha in 2022. So thanks for allowing them to come out and give me some support because I needed it.
Well, that's great. And I'm glad you made it out of there in one piece, Mike. And I'm glad you're here to talk about AEW. I know you're a wrestling enthusiast yourself, and we've got the best pro wrestling in the world, and it's coming to Milwaukee this Saturday, AEW.
Yeah, Milwaukee wrestling fans are excited. Now, you've been running AEW for 6 years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what have you learned? What do wrestling fans want?
Well, wrestling has grown so much in these past 6 years. It's really amazing. We started out with a 2-hour show every Wednesday. Now we've been doing it for over 5 years. We're on every Wednesday on TBS, and we expanded. We've got Saturday Collision now. It's on TNT every Saturday, 7 o'clock, and we're coming there live next Saturday, this coming Saturday. It's going to be great. I can't wait to bring AEW Collision to Milwaukee. And in addition to having the shows every Wednesday on TBS and this show every Saturday on TNT, we're simulcasting now. Yeah. Pro wrestling has entered the world of streaming in a major way. AEW every Wednesday and Saturday, our shows are live on Max. Plus, you can go back and watch classic AEW matches on Max, on the streaming platform. It's a huge step for us. And then we've also grown this year. We brought in Amazon as a pay-per-view provider, and now you can buy the AEW pay-per-view events on Amazon Prime, like AEW Dynasty on April 6th. We've got great pay-per-view providers. You can still get them on cable, satellite, YouTube, all these great places, but also now Amazon Prime. So really, wrestling has grown a lot. The media around wrestling has grown a lot, but the most important part of it, just like us, wrestling fans all over the world, me, you, and millions of other people that watch pro wrestling, love this and care about it. That's what makes AEW work. AEW is where the best wrestle, and it's by wrestling fans for wrestling fans. And I think that's why we've had so much great excitement around AEW.
When you say it's for wrestling fans, like what are they asking for? You know, what does a wrestling fan in 2025 want?
That's a great question. I think wrestling fans really, really, absolutely are excited to see the top stars in top matches and to see the top stars fighting each other. And we've got the very best women and men in the world. And I really believe right now we have the best roster. And I think wrestling fans are great judges of talent. The wrestling fans really get behind certain wrestlers, and they tend to really push them, inspire them to win. And in AEW, it's no different. It's very much the case that we've got great fans. Our fans are so passionate. The shows are so fun. If you've never been to an AEW show, you got to come this Saturday. You'll love it. We have a great time. It's so much fun. Our wrestlers are the most athletic, engaging, fun people in the world. And our fans absolutely buy into it. They love it. And there's a lot of excitement around AEW right now. We're having a great 2025. And that's really, really exciting for us and our fans.
Why do you think wrestlers, when they have a choice, are choosing AEW?
I think AEW is a great place to come wrestle. People want to have the ability to fight the very best. Pro wrestlers are very competitive, and a lot of them believe they are the best. And certainly there are so many great athletes in the sport, and they want to fight the very best. And that's what makes AEW so special. It's really the home to the best roster of the best fighters in wrestling. And we have a lot of fun here. It's a fun place to work. And I think that has really pushed a lot of people to want to come join us in AEW. And we've had so many great free agents come in over the years. And right now, the roster is as strong as it's ever been this moment right now.
You've got a lot of huge names, but a lot of new wrestlers making their impact felt. If you're a new wrestler like me, or like a lot of wrestlers that I wrestle with, what are you looking for? What makes a a good professional international television wrestler that Tony Khan is looking for?
Well, that's a great question, Mike. I think that for us, we're looking for as much of a complete package as possible. We want somebody that is a great athlete, ideally somebody that can talk, somebody that can interact well with the fans and represent the company well. These things don't all come together at once every time. Sometimes you get somebody that's great at one aspect of wrestling, maybe a great athlete, but maybe they're shy or not the greatest talker. That's okay. You can develop those skills. And that's why we have a lot of young people on the roster that we're bringing along. And it's amazing to see over the past 6 years how some of those people that we started with developing have really grown and developed their skills. And absolutely, we're looking to bring in the best athletes, the best personalities, and trying to hopefully find a blend of those things. And that's part of what makes a great wrestling TV show, along with great fans like we have in AEW.
What are you dreaming about down the road, Tony? I mean, not Saturday in Milwaukee. You're already streaming in a big way. You've got Amazon for the pay-per-views. What about further? What's deep in the future for you?
Well, I'm really excited about being in Milwaukee this Saturday. That's going to be a huge collision. These shows are really important. The wrestling TV shows and the premium put on them, I think, is at an all-time high. Certainly, the media rights has driven it to be the case where there's a lot of importance on the TV shows. It's not like the TV shows just set up the pay-per-views. Quite different. There's really a lot of great content, a lot of great matches and moments in the TV shows that stand on themselves. They really are, as a standalone, very strong shows. So we've got this great show coming up in Milwaukee. We're very excited about this Saturday. Also, we're going to Philadelphia for the AEW Dynasty pay-per-view, April 6th. That's going to be a massive event. Then we're heading to Phoenix for our next pay-per-view after that. It's actually the 6-year anniversary of the very first AEW show. 6 years since the first ever Double or Nothing. We'll be out in Phoenix for that show. And then we've got our massive event, the biggest event we've ever tried in the United States, July 12th. We'll be in Arlington, Texas. There's great wrestling fans there in Texas, and we're expecting a great crowd and a great audience on pay-per-view. You can watch it on pay-per-view July 12th, AEW All In. We've done AEW All In twice at London Wembley Stadium. It's been a huge event. This will be the first time we've ever brought All In to America, and it's our first pay-per-view ever in Texas. So these are going to be some huge things coming up. We've got a lot of massive events, but it all starts this Saturday, right there in Milwaukee.
Yes.
And I'm excited to see you at the arena, Mike. Excited for all the fans to come in. I think we'll get fans coming in from all over the Midwest, from Chicago and other cities to come see AEW. We have got great fans, and we've had really some great events there in Milwaukee over the years.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite cities to visit. I can't wait to come back for AEW this Saturday.
All right, Tony, we'll see you at Panther Arena. Tickets still available.
Thanks, Mike. Great to see you, man.
You too.